Hey guys, it is Dwayne from Yugatech, and today we're back with our quarterly roundup for smartphone releases in the Philippines under 15,000 pesos. As per usual, devices listed fell within the set budget at a time of writing in the first quarter of the year. Ranging from January to March of 2025, the prices reflect suggested retail prices upon release. So we'll be giving you guys a quick rundown of what these phones offer, from certifications, specs, and some benchmarks if available. Under this price segment though, I'm sure we'd appreciate it if a device offered a good display and reliable performance. Good cameras would also be nice, but we'd consider that a bonus. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. First on the list, we have the Honor X9c Smart 5G. This device is essentially a more affordable version of the Honor X9c 5G that takes after the Honor X9b's design language. As part of Honor's line of tough smartphones, it has a 5-star drop protection certification complemented by full body rinse protection. However, its IP rating hasn't been specified. While it does say that it's splash resistant as per their website, submersion isn't advised. In other words, be mindful. This isn't covered by the phone's warranty. For specs, the phone has a 6.8-inch LCD screen with FHD Plus resolution and a refresh rate of 120Hz. Powering it is a Dimensity 7025 Ultra chipset with up to 12GB of RAM and 256GB of internal storage. Optics include a 108MP main paired with a 5MP ultra-wide and a 16MP selfie shooter. The device also packs a sizable 5800mAh battery with support for 35 watts of wired fast charging. However, despite its capacity, I have to inform viewers that it only had an uptime of 12 hours and 41 minutes via PCMark's Work 3.0 battery test. Generally, the phone offers decent battery life, performance, and a durable build. We'd say it's up to par in terms of reliability for an affordable smartphone. The Honor X9c Smart 5G retails for 10,799 pesos and ships with macOS 8.0 based on Android 14. If this device caught your eye, we have a YouTube video about it and a published review on our website, so please do check it out. At the time of recording, I should also note that this device is currently a Shopee exclusive offering. Next, we have the Realme C75 with a higher storage configuration. As mentioned in our video for smartphones under 10,000 pesos, this phone has highlights in display and its certifications. It's a budget-friendly pickup that sports an IP69 rating, allowing it to handle high-pressure water jets and temperature. It even has a frame fitted with shock resistance, making it safe from accidental drops. Moving on, it has a nice 6.72-inch display supporting FHD Plus resolution. Under the hood, it's powered by Helio G92 Max with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of internal storage available. For cameras, users will get the same sensors from its predecessor, which is a single 50MP rear shooter and an 8MP selfie snapper. Rounding up the specs, it also packs a big 6,000mAh battery with support for 45 watts of SuperVOOC fast charging. The Realme C75 is priced at 10,999 pesos and will ship with Realme UI 5 based on Android 14. For the gamers out there, the Nubia Neo 3 GT 5G should be a good find. It has a mech-like design complemented by RGB lighting. At the front, the phone boasts a 6.8-inch AMOLED display supporting FHD Plus resolution with a refresh rate of 120Hz. Powering it is a Unisoc T9100 with 12GB of RAM and 256GB of internal storage. It also has a dual rear camera setup, including a 50MP main paired with a 2MP depth sensor. It also packs a large 6,000mAh battery with 80 watts of fast charging support to help users have more uptime. The Nubia Neo 3 GT 5G retails for 12,999 pesos and runs on iOS 15 based on Android 15. It is available in Electro Yellow and Interstellar Gray, and users can check the phone out through Nubia's official platforms on Lazada, Shopee, and TikTok Shop. The Redmi Note 14 series was one of the first prominent launches in 2025. The line offered accessible options in the mid-range segment, such as the Redmi Note 14 5G. This device has a 6.67-inch AMOLED display with a refresh rate of 120Hz and supports FHD Plus resolution. The screen also boasts Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection. Powering it is a Dimensity 7025 Ultra with up to 12GB of RAM and up to 512GB of internal storage. It also packs a modest 5110 mAh battery with support for 45 watts of fast charging. The Redmi Note 14 5G is available for 13,999 pesos and will run on Xiaomi HyperOS based on Android 14. In March, the Honor X8C was launched, offering a good mix of affordability, specs, and durability. It has a 6.7-inch AMOLED screen with support for FHD+ resolution and a refresh rate of 120Hz. For performance, it packs a Snapdragon 685 chipset with 8GB of RAM and 512GB of internal storage. It also has a 5000 mAh battery with support for 35 watts of fast charging. For cameras, it has a 108 megapixel shooter with OIS supporting up to 8x digital zoom paired with a 5 megapixel ultra wide. It also sports a 50 megapixel snapper at the front. The Honor X8C retails for 13,999 pesos and ships with Magic OS 9 based on Android 15. Users can find this phone on Lazada, Shopee, TikTok Shop, and Honor Experience stores nationwide. Last but certainly not least, we have the POCO X7. The Xiaomi sub-brand is well known for making high-performing yet affordable offerings, and this one is no different. The X7 has a smooth 6.67-inch 3D curved AMOLED screen with 1.5K resolution and a refresh rate of 120Hz. For its chipset, it packs a Dimensity 7300 Ultra with up to 12GB of RAM and up to 512GB of internal storage. Cameras include a 50 megapixel main with OIS, 8 megapixel ultra wide, and a 2 megapixel macro at the rear. Plus, it packs a 5110 mAh battery with support for 45 watts of fast charging. The POCO X7 is available for 14,199 pesos and ships with Xiaomi HyperOS based on Android 14. Well, that about wraps it up for the list. In our opinion, the Xiaomi sub-brand devices should be more than fine pickups considering what they offer in terms of performance and features. But hey, which phone would you consider getting for yourself? Please let us know in the comment section below. We hope that you found our video informative and or interesting. If you did, please hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell for updates on similar content and more. You can also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and yugatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this has been Dwayne. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Cheers.